What's up, guys? I'm back again. It's Sulaiman from MicroFX. I will be doing a trade recap today. For those of you who have watched my video yesterday, I analyzed the market or what I'm expecting to happen. So if you haven't watched that video, please go and watch it. I dropped a lot of notes. You will like it. So from there, I am going to start this trade recap. So yesterday we were saying that we had a break of structure here. We already know that we are in a daily, sweeping the daily low from this level here. Everything is in the video. You can watch it. So now we said we took out this inducement, right? Inducement here that give us the idea that price could be, going down to take out this low, which it did, took out this low. So I was expecting that price will, probably come back to this order flow since we didn't close below this low. So I was expecting something like this to go mitigate this, then drop. But so I have that one bias in my head, then I have another bias of us just closing below this, then form a new inducement to take markets down. Okay, so those are the two bias I was looking at. But this is analysis, so you have to deduce some one or two things from it and react. So in this market, we only react, we don't predict. Okay, so during the New York session, I waited for price to develop. Okay, so in the previous video, I told you how I took the trade here. But if you look closely, we have this 3 minute order block here. Yeah, it has been kind of kissed one way or the other, but not fully. Okay, and if you look at this right here, this is like equal high here, and it didn't mitigate. So in my mind, I was like, okay, what if price comes to mitigate this 3 minute order block, and then we shift? You understand? Because this low, I still believe will be taken. So I have this idea in my head, which I was thinking. So I decided to wait because I like to use the 5 minute time frame. So what I see in mind is, what I have in mind was, okay, let me use 15 minute time frame for this. And if you notice, because this low didn't close below, so I shifted in the previous video this low here. So definitely on the 15 minute now, the inducement, our inducement on the 15 minute, right, will be shifted from here to here, right, on the 15 minute. So now I have my inducement here on the 15 minute because this is the last low before it got broken. So at this point, I have my inducement here on the 15 minute. So I was anticipating that, okay, if price close below this inducement, it could be something good to work on. So luckily for us, price closed below this. After taking this liquidity, taking this inducement here, I'm mitigating this shadow here in DPY, which is on 3 minutes. So at this point, I could enter my first trade from here and put my stop loss here. Now 6.5 to target this low. Okay. But I wanted more confirmation because, as I said, price can still do this. Okay, so I don't want to risk without knowing what I'm getting into. So after the 15-minute close like this, now I identify this single candle order block here, and I go to the 5-minute time frame. Go to the 5-minute time frame. Then I was looking at this level if it will hold or break. So still holding, then I was like, okay, if that is holding, then you may see a move up. So I don't want to risk too much. So what I did was I waited for this to break. Look at this. Now, when I saw this, I see this as my flip zone, right? It's a flip zone because what happened here, price reacted. After price reacted, then swept this high, then closed below or just broke this low here. So I see it as a flip zone for me. So my intention was to take a trade from here. So I wanted the reaction there also, but I didn't get the reaction. So when I didn't get this reaction, I was like, okay, leave this. Then I was like, okay, we have this unmitigated 15 minutes here. So I was waiting for price to take out this as my engineer liquidity. Because if you look at this here, is my inducement. Okay, this is my inducement, this is my engineer liquidity. So I was having this mindset that if I see any reaction here and mitigating this week, unmitigated week, I will take a trade from here. So I have these two places in mind. So I was just waiting patiently. So price was doing this thing. I make sure I was patient with this. So when this happened, I was still waiting. So I got this. I didn't see the kind of reaction I was looking for. So what I was looking for was after this close above this, I'm looking for a candle to sweep this high, then close bearish. So I would be taking a trade from here at that point. But I just wanted to wait for extra confirmation because here is 50-50, but here is more comfortable. Here is 50-50. Price can just go up and down here. But here, if price do the same thing here, I will be okay to take the trade. So let's see what happens. So price shoot up, sweep this high, then close below it. So at this point, I was interested in this trade. So I was interested. So what did I do? Did I go down to 3 minutes? I can't really remember what I did. But the moment, I went down to 3 minutes. So this was what I was looking for on the 5 minutes here when we took out this place. So, but at this point, we didn't see a follow through. It should have given me a single candle at that block. If this candle here close below this level here, then I will have opportunity to take this as a single candle at that block. Then put my entry here, stop loss here, but they happen. So that didn't give me that confirmation here. But at this point, we are at the extreme. So this candle sweeping this high gave me kind of 80% like confirmation that okay, this may be the time to be selling. So at the point that we also mitigated this 15-minute single candle number. So I decided to take a risk on this one, put my entry around this level. For those of you who like to see like evidence, my stop loss was like 8.5 pip. I make sure I cover this highs. You can see the screenshot of the trade somewhere there, and then I was targeting this lot here. So at this point, I entered the trade here. Then I decided to let the trade run. You understand? Risking 8.5 pip. And this was going to around 4:30 my time here. So I was like, okay, let me see what happened. If we can't get to this low here before the close of the New York, then at least we can take this low here. All this, I send all these ideas to my group in the Telegram channel. You can check in the bio, and it's free. I throw face there. You can check it out and join. Okay. So this was the idea I have in mind. And at this point, I'm not yet in this trade. I put my entry on this week. Put my entry on this week here somewhere here. See it on the screenshot. So my entry was there. So I target. So I'm anticipating that price can come back to mitigate this week. Okay, that was what I was thinking. So when price, see, it got triggered in. It got triggered in at that point. Okay, so the next is to let the trade run. So I have two targets in mind. I have this low and this New York low to be taken out. It is sitting below here. But if you go to the 5-minute time frame, you will see also that we have this other block here. So I have all this in my head. Like if price gets here and start giving me a reaction, I'm going to secure my profit. If it go down with force, I'm going to secure 50, like 80% below, then I'll let the rest run. But I'm not the guy that let trade run to overnight. Just so now I leave the trade on to run. So we had this minimal drawdown. So I was monitoring this trade on maybe 5 minutes. I was just there, yeah, on 5 minutes monitoring this trade. So I saw this reaction here. This reaction. So I don't like this reaction here. So I told in the Telegram channel that I've already broken even because I don't want a situation whereby we reacted from this 3-minute OB here or 5 minutes, then we shoot back up. I don't want to be in this drawdown. You understand? So I put my stop-loss to break even. So we got a reaction that pushed the price up a little bit. Then what happened? We see the break. So at this point, I know definitely we will be going down. Why? It's because we got this reaction, right? Then we got the push up, then we got a break. So this is telling me that this demand is not holding much. So if this demand was holding much, we should get a push to the upside. And what this does here was it created this minor inducement for this leg to be taken out. Then we have the shift. You understand? But I'm not the guy that like to scale in too much. And at this point, London has already, New York has already, closed. So I don't want to be risking too much. So I could have scaling from here, same concept, But at this point, you'll be looking for a single candle on the block, like this. Now we get this as our single candle on the block. Then you can mitigate this as our next entry. Just stop loss there, continue there. You see? But in this case, yeah, you see, price came back to mitigate this single candle on the block. Okay. Then what happened? Price shifted to the downside. So at this point, but I didn't take this scaling. I'm just showing you how you could have, scaling from there. I didn't take it. So that is that. So I let the trade run at this point. Then I was doing something else. Then I put my alert somewhere here so that when we put this low, I'll be aware. So I got the alert. Then when the price got to this level, it was around 7:40 my time. So I was like, I need to close. I need to close at this point because the market may just reverse for me. So at this point, I closed like some like 90% of the trade here, around here. So because I don't want to lose. This is around running around 2.9% already. So it's already a good money. So I don't want to risk too much on this. So then what happened? Price just boom. Then if you look at what happened here again, same thing, same concept. See this reaction here, inducement was taken, right? Mitigate this other block. Then what did we have? At this point, if you go down 1 minute, I think I saw it on 1 minute. Normally I don't use 1 minute, but in this case, I think I went to the 1 minute. Yeah. I saw this single candle on the block. So I think I scale in my position here, but not too much. I didn't really just scale in something small to cover this high, then to take this low also, to come back to this low. So that was what I did. Yes, I remember, but I didn't capture that. But that was what I did. So the trade went in my favor. So when it was around, I closed everything around 9 o'clock my time, I think. Yeah, almost closing of the New York session. So I think I closed around 11 there. Yeah, I closed. I closed all my positions with the running, with whatever. I closed everything at this point. So that was the trade recap on EU. So I hope you like this. If you like more of this content, let me know so I can keep pushing out multiple content like this. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your partners, friends, family. You understand? That we can grow higher in this channel. So I will be dropping more educational content, more back testing, more recaps, more analysis. Basically, I trade EU. Okay, so if you are saying only EU on this channel, only EU. Support your boy Sulaiman from FX. We are going to be going back to back on this channel. We can teach what others fail to show you, how they become profitable. We are going to be showing every guided thing in this video. So this is the trade recap. Watch and learn something from it. How I used I was patient. I didn't want to go in aggressively, so I was patient to get some additional confirmation. I took this based purely on confirmation, not risk. I know what I was doing. I know what I was looking for. I could have added more multiple scaling, but I didn't. I was able to scale in from the low here to take out till the close. I don't like holding trade over the weekend, so I didn't bother holding it. So I closed all my position at that point. So thank you for watching. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm only sharing my idea based on the chart and the data that is available. So every risk that you put in is at your own risk. Thank you. God bless.